us here on Media Row from Super Bowl 57, Mr. Adam Thielen. Adam, you grew up a Minnesota Vikings fan. You're now playing for the Minnesota Vikings. What's that like?
Oh, yeah, it's crazy. I mean, honestly, I haven't really looked back at it to really enjoy it. You know, when I'm done playing, I'll be able to look back and think about, wearing the same jersey of my idols, Chris Carter, Randy Moss, things like that. But, it's really special to be able to be at home. We have our house in Minnesota. We don't have to travel to go to OTAs. We're right there. It's really cool.
Did you have to teach your teammates the hatred for the Bears, for the Lions, for the divisional foes?
Yeah, mostly just the Packers. That's that's the big rivalry. I've actually, I think it was not this year, the season before. I actually dressed the whole team before we played the Packers, and just kind of.
This is really serious,
right,
guys.
yeah.
I've been hating them since I've been 7 years old.
And they know that. As soon as you become, as soon as you're drafted or as soon as you get on the Vikings, the fans don't like the Packers, and it's a rivalry. But I just kind of gave them a little bit more of a backstory of what that rivalry means to the fans and how much the Vikings, that game, even for the owners, right? They want that game more than any other game.
Yeah, I mean, as an Eagles fan growing up, it was like, hey, if we're not going to win the Super Bowl, at least beat the Dallas Cowboys. Feels like the same thing for the Vikings, right?
Yeah, for sure. So to have a split this year was a little disappointing with them. It's always great to get the clean sweep. And usually with them, it's usually for the division, right? Whoever gets those two games against the Packers is probably winning the division.
Now, any chance you're going to be going on a darkness retreat to keep up with Aaron Rodgers?
I'm going to let him do that. I got total respect for what he's doing and what he wants to do, but I would not personally last more than maybe 4 or 5 hours in the dark.
Oh no!
There's so many logistics. Like, how do you?
It's okay to say it.
It's
okay to say it.
I don't know any of this.
Dark is scary. I don't know why he's going there.
Adam's a real pro. No bulletin board material there. Not going to go after the darkness retreat. Now, I know you're also a big golfer in the off season. You got 5th place in the celebrity golf event.
Yeah, the invited celebrity classic in Dallas, Texas. Played it last year. It was awesome. Great event. Paired with the PGA Tour Champions Tour, which is awesome. You get to see these guys that, they killed it on the PGA Tour to get on the Champions Tour, and guys that I have a ton of respect for and watched as I was growing up, and now I'm playing with them. So what a special event, and, in April, I think it's April 21st to 23rd, so I believe that it's free to the fans to come out, so hopefully there'll be big crowds, and it's a lot of fun.
Always got to ask the question, amateur golfer, obviously, when you line up at that first tee and there's a crowd, like, what are you thinking? Like, please don't hurt someone? Like, I don't need a lawsuit right now?
See, I'm not worried about hitting anybody. But I think I have more nerves, not because of the people. It's more the nerves of I'm so competitive that I want to win that thing. And so that first tee box, you're shaking because you don't want to hit it out of bounds on the first tee box. You start in the hole. Every time I go out, you hit a ball on the first tee. It doesn't matter if you warmed up or not. You always use the excuse like, I'm not loose yet, so let me hit one more.
We're rooting for you just to beat Tony Romo at the very least.
Please.
Super Bowl 57. How do you see the game going, and what's the final score prediction?
I'm excited. It's going to be a great football game. I mean, these teams are so equally matched. I believe that the Eagles are a better football team from their roster, but that doesn't always mean that you're going to win the game. I'm cheering for the Chiefs. I know you don't like that.
Let's go.
Brian, end the interview right now.
But I do think the Eagles are going to win.
Okay.
Oh.
Do you have a final score?
I believe it's overtime, and I believe that the Eagles win with a touchdown in overtime.
Wow. So Eagles win by 6 in overtime. It's going to be a hell of a game.
Yeah, I can't wait. I think, Super Bowls are the best. It's, there's a reason why it's one of the most watched, TV shows that there is on TV right now. So I can't wait to watch it.
Well, I appreciate the time, and good luck, man, in the offseason.
Yeah, thank you guys.